Wednesday's attack on the Capitol by a mob of the president's own supporters was unprecedented in modern American history. But in a powerful video, Arnold Schwarzenegger, former governor of California, is warning how what he, as an immigrant from Austria, is seeing in echoes about the rise of fascism in Europe.
I was born in 1947, 2 years after the Second World War. Growing up, I was surrounded by broken men drinking away their guilt over their participation in the most evil regime in history. President Trump sought to overturn the results of an election, and of a fair election. He sought a coup by misleading people with lies. My father and our neighbors were misled also with lies, and I know where such lies lead.
Joining me now is former Defense Secretary William Cohen, who also is a former House and Senate member. Secretary Cohen, first, what do you think about Governor Schwarzenegger's comments?
Well, I think we should look at him and his history and his father's history and take him at his word that he understands how the rise of fascism in his country, Nazism, came into power. We're seeing, and we did see during that period, the rise of anti-Semitism, the attempt to murder every single Jew in Europe. They succeeded in murdering 6 million, and we saw just in last week, there were those who were wearing shirts that said 6 million's not enough. And we saw some of those marchers in Charlottesville saying, blood and soil, Jews will not replace us. So that was the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe. We're seeing the rise, certainly, or the continuation of racism in this country. And Adam Schiff, whom I admire a great deal, talked about the big lie that the president's been spreading the big lie about the fraudulent election that has taken place. There have been several big lies. The first big lie is that we've been told in this country that everyone is created equally. All men and women are created equal. That's not true. We've been told that equal justice under law. That's not true. There has never been equal justice under law in our country. And now we're seeing the white backlash, or white lash as it's called. There was an interesting book written by Carol Anderson, who wrote a book called White Rage. What is the basis of all of the rage? It's because white people have now come to the conclusion that the playing field that has been so uneven in the past is now being leveled. And when the playing field is leveled, people have to be judged based upon their character and capabilities and not upon their skin color. And that's part of the rage in which they're seeing people of all colors, religions, ethnicities, races now are able to compete. And when they are able to compete, they prevail. So it's really about racism, which goes back to the core of our country, that continues to this day, that we saw 100 years ago with the Tulsa massacres in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Same thing. Black Wall Street burned down. Why? They were prospering. They were creating jobs. And the white supremacists, so-called, burned it all down because they couldn't stand the competition.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.